Mets make a bold move. What does Semien's arrival mean for the future? The New York Mets have kicked off their offseason with a bang by acquiring veteran second baseman Marcus Semien from the Texas Rangers, sending fan-favorite outfielder Brandon Nimmo packing in the process. This trade signifies that President of Baseball Operations David Stearns is serious about enhancing the team's run prevention strategy. It's a move that has excited many fans, but also raises some eyebrows regarding the future of one of the Mets' most promising prospects, Jet Williams. Semien, a three-time All-Star, brings stability to the middle infield that the Mets have been craving. However, his arrival means that Jet Williams, who is the 14th overall pick in the 2022 MLB Draft, faces a more challenging path to join the big league squad. After a rough 2024 season plagued by injuries, Williams made a strong comeback in 2025, showcasing his potential with an impressive .261/.363/.465 line across AA Binghamton and AAA Syracuse. He also hit 17 home runs, drove in 52 runs, and stole 34 bases, making it clear that he's got the talent to make an impact. But here's the kicker. Semien's everyday role at second base could block Williams from making his long-awaited debut in Queens. Sure, Williams has experience at shortstop and the outfield, but shifting him into a utility role could hinder his growth. As passionate Mets fans, we know how important it is for young talents to get the right opportunities to develop. Moreover, with Nimmo gone, the Mets are eyeing high-profile outfield options like Kyle Tucker and Cody Bellinger this offseason. Tucker, at 28, is seen as the crown jewel of the market, while Bellinger brings a mix of power, speed, and defensive ability that would undoubtedly strengthen the Mets roster. But adding either of these stars could further complicate things for Jet Williams, who is already facing competition from fellow prospect Carson Bench. As a diehard Mets supporter, I can't help but wonder, what does this mean for the future of our young talent? Are we sacrificing the future for immediate gains? It's frustrating to think that every new player added to the roster puts additional roadblocks in the way of our prospects, especially someone like Williams who has shown so much promise. The Mets are coming off a disappointing season where they shockingly missed the playoffs, and it's clear that the front office has not finished reshaping the roster. The Semien trade and potential pursuits of stars like Tucker or Bellinger could slow down the youth movement that many of us are eager to see thrive. It even raises the possibility that Williams could become a trade asset as the Mets aim to strengthen their playoff aspirations. So, Mets fans, what do you think? Are you excited about Semien's arrival, or do you share concerns about the impact on our young prospects? Let's hear your thoughts. Comment, "Go New York Mets" below, and tell us where you're from and your take on the direction the team is heading. Your voice matters, and I'm eager to engage with fellow fans about our beloved Mets. Brandon Nimmo's trade. A tough goodbye for Mets fans. The recent trade of Brandon Nimmo to the Texas Rangers has left many New York Mets fans feeling a mix of emotions. It wasn't just a simple agreement between teams. Nimmo had to wrestle with his no-trade clause, something that clearly weighed heavily on him. For 10 years, he bled blue and orange, and the thought of leaving New York was no small matter. After the trade was confirmed, it was revealed that Nimmo had conversations with former Mets ace Jacob deGrom, now a member of the Rangers. Hearing the praises of Texas from a player of deGrom's caliber must have provided some comfort for Nimmo, but it still doesn't take away from the emotional toll of leaving the Mets. He mentioned that the Mets were not actively trying to move him, but recognized that the Rangers had a strong desire to acquire him. That hint of reassurance from the Mets organization might have softened the blow for Nimmo, but it's clear he had to think long and hard about this decision. During his introductory press conference in Texas, Nimmo shared his thought process. He indicated that the Mets would not have pursued the trade if they didn't believe it would benefit their future. It's a logical conclusion, yet it doesn't make it any easier for fans who have come to love Nimmo for his hustle and heart. It's commendable how he handled this transition, but those last comments suggest that this was not an easy choice for him or his family. Now, as Mets fans, we have to look at the silver lining. This decision, while painful, could have a long-term positive impact on the team. The Mets are clearly focused on positioning themselves for future success, and trading Nimmo might be part of a larger strategy to bolster the roster. But let's be real, Losing a player like Nimmo stings. His passion and dedication were evident every time he took the field, and it's tough to see him in another uniform. So what do you think, Mets fans? Did the team make the right call in trading Nimmo? Are you excited about what this could mean for the Mets in the future? Or do you feel a sense of loss as we say goodbye to one of our own? Comment, "Go New York Mets," below and let me know your thoughts. And I'd love to hear from you. Where are you from and what's your take on the latest news? Let's keep the conversation going as we navigate this new chapter for our beloved Mets. Mets fans brace for a bold offseason. New York Mets fans, it looks like we are in for a thrilling offseason as President of Baseball Operations David Stearns lays out a clear and aggressive strategy. The team is ready to make some serious moves, and that's something we should all get excited about. With the unresolved situations surrounding Pete Alonso and Edwin Diaz, the winter months are shaping up to be pivotal for our team. The recent trade that sent outfielder Brandon Nimmo to the Texas Rangers in exchange for second baseman Marcus Semien has certainly raised eyebrows. While losing Nimmo, a key player in our lineup, is tough, it also signals that Stearns is not afraid to shake things up. This trade has sparked an immediate need for outfield depth, and it has fans wondering how the Mets will rebuild the roster. After a disappointing 83-79 finish last season, which was marred by injuries and bullpen struggles, it's clear that a shakeup was needed. Stearns recently made a statement that should give all Mets fans hope. "I think anything would be realistic right now." This indicates that owner Steve Cohen is fully behind the baseball operations department and ready to support moves that align with our long-term goals. Keeping Alonso and retaining Diaz are top priorities, but we also need to find a top outfielder to fill the void left by Nimmo. How quickly the Mets can reconfigure the roster will be key to our chances of contending again. Looking back at last offseason, when the Mets made headlines with the largest contract in sports history for Juan Soto, one can only wonder how far ownership is willing to go this time. Are we about to witness one of the most ambitious free agency pushes in Mets history? So, Mets fans, what do you think? Are you excited about the direction Stearns is taking the team? How important do you think it is to keep Alonso and Diaz while also finding a solid replacement in the outfield? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's hear from all the passionate fans out there. Which city are you representing? And what's your take on the Mets' offseason plans? Go New York Mets!